On January 29, 1944, Mexico and Canada formalized their diplomatic relationship, marking the beginning of a strategic alliance that has consolidated over 80 years. Bienvenidos and welcome everyone. This milestone as we explore the deep-rooted friendship, close partnership, and the many mutual benefits that have blossomed over the decades and ponder how we are preparing to face the challenges in the coming decades. The Ambassador of Mexico, Carlos Joaquín González, will start us off with a brief reflection on this journey.
Hola, como embajador de México en Canadá, me siento honrado de liderar los esfuerzos para conmemorar los 80 años de relaciones diplomáticas entre ambos países. Y me gustaría aprovechar la ocasión no solo para rastrear los acontecimientos que nos han traído hasta aquí, sino para develar la verdadera trascendencia de esta relación que justificadamente ha sido descrita como estratégica por estudiosos de ambos países. Caracterización que nos obliga a entenderla en su justa dimensión y cultivarla en todo su potencial. Para ello parto de la idea de que al día de hoy, en el imaginario de los mexicanos, está muy presente este gran país como ícono multicultural y bastión de libertades, mientras que en el dominio público canadiense convergen ideas de México como una potencia cultural, destino turístico por excelencia y un socio comercial de gran peso. These ideas have been forged on historic as well as daily connections, and while formally we started our diplomatic relations at exactly 10 a.m. on a day like today in 1944. It's also true that we have a common history that started before we even officially called ourselves Canada or Mexico. In 1774, Captains Perez and Narvaez were already sailing from the Mexican port of San Blas to explore the coast of Vancouver and to trade with the Haida nation. Our vocation as trading partners was clear even then, and our destiny as investment partners was later sealed when Montreal investors decided to launch the Mexican Light and Power Company in 1903. However, fast forward to 1944, we were certain that we could play an active role in the world after two devastating wars. At the time, we concerned ourselves with building a multilateral system that would ensure peace and stability. This helped us recognize the shared values and mutual aspiration that we have carried until today as the benchmarks for our joint endeavors. Once we understood the potential of our allyship, we became partners and took it upon ourselves to building a more robust bilateral understanding that led to establishing a joint ministerial commission and the creation of the Seasonal Agricultural Workers Program in 1974. In 1981, then Prime Minister Trudeau and President López Portillo co-chaired the first ever North-South Summit in Cancun, in my home state, which was focused around economic development of the global South and improving economic relations with the North. Certainly, Mexico and Canada have been on the forefront of creating innovative solutions and facilitating dialogue among various actors, traits that remain staples in our relationship. Los 90s y la firma del Tratado de Libre Comercio de América del Norte trajeron sin duda un acercamiento aún más profundo entre ambos países. El tratado abrió las puertas a conocernos mejor desde la óptica del comercio, retomando nuestra vocación histórica en ese rumbo. Para el inicio del nuevo siglo, habíamos consolidado entendimientos. En 2004, creamos la Alianza México-Canadá, que por primera vez puso sobre la mesa los intereses de todos los stakeholders de la relación y le dio estructura a muchas interacciones que hasta el momento se daban de manera orgánica. En los últimos años, creamos diálogos de seguridad, movilidad, derechos humanos, modernizamos el TLC y compartimos estrategias de inclusión y empoderamiento de grupos. Grupos tradicionalmente subrepresentados en la vida política y económica, como las mujeres y los indígenas. Ambos países tenemos una política exterior feminista y una política pública de reconocimiento a nuestros pueblos indígenas. So, after all these great accomplishments, seeing eye to eye on most issues, growing exponentially our trading, human, and cultural ties. What's next for Mexico and Canada? The challenge after 80 years is how we take advantage of this rich history and transform this relationship into a powerhouse for prosperity, innovation, inclusion, peace, and security. In times of technological advancement and global and regional instability, I'm convinced that these past 80 years show our proven ability to tackle important issues, fostering dialogue and finding commonalities. We need to grasp our shared values and goals and transform them into a modern strategy to boost trade, increase integration, and harness innovation. We have to resist the urges of political cycles in favor of recognizing the benefits of taking the leap into decades of prosperity through bold action and through partnership. According to the IMF, Mexico has moved up the ranking of the world economies and is now in 12th place, while Canada remains in 10th place. What could be accomplished by two friends that also happen to be two of the top economies in the world? Our proximity, the opportunity for an integrated labor market, efficient supply chains, and increased connections between our people are the biggest assets that we have. We have to translate the successful model of trade into all areas of our engagement. De acuerdo con estadísticas, Canadá tiene poco más de 90,000 mexicanos en el país. Se trata de una comunidad vibrante y trabajadora que aporta de manera positiva al crecimiento de este país pujante y multicultural. Estamos orgullosos de las contribuciones de los miembros de nuestra comunidad durante estos 80 años y contamos con ellos para seguir construyendo los puentes que nos conecten a un futuro exitoso de una relación profunda entre Canadá y México. Muchas gracias.
There are many historical moments that shape the diplomatic ties between Mexico and Canada. From the early exchanges to the vibrant cultural connections, common values have been at the core of what we have accomplished together and how we see the future. Peter Beam, Senator in the Canadian Parliament, helps us delve further into this.
Me llamo Peter Beam, yo soy senador en el Parlamento canadiense y hoy estamos celebrando 80 años de nuestras relaciones diplomáticas. 80 years is a long time in a world where there is much conflict, much derision, and of course much to do between governments. I'm happy to say that the relationship between Canada and Mexico is first rate. It is growing all the time, whether in the context of our own relationship in North America with our powerful neighbor to the north of Mexico and to the south of us, or indeed on a global scale where we are projecting our values, our experiences. We're working more closely bilaterally, people-to-people exchange, cultural exchange. We have a partnership between our countries that is active and that has recently received quite a stimulus. Ahora celebramos. Muchas felicidades a todos que han trabajado en esa relación tan estrecha entre dos países amigos. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Diplomacy is not just about governments, it's about people. Personal connections have moved the dial of this relationship. Increasingly more Canadians and Mexicans travel, do business, and work together. The Honorable Soraya Martinez Ferrada, Minister of Tourism of Canada, helps us understand the strong links between our people.
Hello everyone, queridos amigos, buenos días. Antes de empezar, permítame mencionar que estamos aquí hablando desde el territorio no cedido del pueblo Anishinaabe de las Primeras Naciones. Hoy Canadá y México celebran 80 años de amistad. Una amistad no solo llena de ideales y valores comunes, pero también de culturas distintas y únicas. Today, Canada and Mexico celebrate 80 years of friendship. Of course, we share a continent, but we share so much more. Interests, values, and our ties run deep between Mexican and Canadians. Como ministra canadiense y latina, estoy encantada y orgullosa de todo lo que hemos podido realizar juntos. Que sean en economía o en turismo, con más de 1 millón de canadienses que visitan México a cada año y más de 300,000 mexicanos que vienen aquí a Canadá, nadie puede dudar hoy de la importancia de nuestra relación. Canada and Mexico share interests, share values, and share leadership. We're tackling climate change because it's our biggest challenge, but we also our biggest opportunity. We have the resources the world needs, and we're developing them responsibly. We're walking the path of reconciliation with Indigenous people. We're strongly committed to democracy and freedom. So as we look forward to the next 80 years, let's lead together. Muchas gracias por todo y a toda la delegación mexicana y a todos los mexicanos en Canadá. Feliz día de nuestra amistad. Thank you. Merci.
Deeper economic integration between Mexico and Canada has fostered increased trade and investment, creating a win-win situation for businesses on both sides. We are each other's top partners, linked through CUSMA and CPTPP. In 2022, we launched a high-level economic dialogue to forge the path forward. Goldie Hyder, President and CEO of the Business Council of Canada, shares his perspectives on the business ecosystem that continues to thrive between our countries.
President and CEO of the Business Council of Canada, I want to begin by congratulating Mexico and Canada on the 80th year of our diplomatic relations. You know, over that time, our relationship has grown quite a bit. Our ties have deepened, certainly our people-to-people ties. And I'm very happy to say that our business-to-business ties continue to get stronger and stronger. Our free trade agreement here in North America is the envy of the world. And there's so much more potential for what we can be doing as not just Canada and Mexico, but the continent itself. Team North America, as we say. And now Canada was the lead in connecting our railway system. When you consider the acquisition that Canadian Pacific made of Kansas City Southern, we've now got CPKC, which goes all the way from Canada through the United States into Mexico, and obviously the reverse, which is really exciting, and I think the beginning of much more to come. And so as I look ahead to the next 80 years of our relationship, I can't but feel optimistic and hopeful that what we've built here is a strong foundation, but frankly, the best is still yet to come.
Our nations collaborate on various fronts, from trade and economic development to environmental initiatives. Research, science, and innovation are at the front and center of all of these engagements. Dr. Alejandro Adem, President of the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada, is a privileged witness of what can be accomplished when Mexican and Canadian scientists and researchers work together.
Hello friends. Hola amigos y amigas. I am Alejandro Adem, President of the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada. I am very happy to take part in celebrating this milestone for Canadian-Mexican diplomatic relations. The past 80 years have seen cooperation and collaboration between our countries that has produced tremendous benefits, a strong partnership, and an enduring friendship. As a proud Mexican-Canadian myself, I am grateful for the strong relationship between my two homes. Et en tant que président d'un organisme canadien de financement de la recherche, je constate avec plaisir que la science, le génie et l'innovation jouent un rôle de premier plan dans les relations entre le Mexique et le Canada. Au cours des 10 dernières années seulement, nos deux pays ont conclu plus de 60 ententes de collaboration sont des projets de recherche et d'innovation. We continue to find new opportunities to unite efforts, whether it be at forums like the Global Research Council or connecting the talented individuals in our research communities. Each year, NSERC welcomes students and postdoctoral researchers from Mexico who come to Canada to study, work, and collaborate on research projects. We also help Canadian students and researchers travel to institutions in Mexico to do the same, an integral part of the strong academic exchange we share and the foundation of future growth for Canada and Mexico. On behalf of NSERC, congratulations on marking 80 years of diplomatic relations with Canada. We look forward to continuing the journey together for years to come. Saludos cordiales a toda la comunidad mexicana.
It is clear the bond between Mexico and Canada is unbreakable. We support each other in times of need, and we envision an even stronger future. Julie Sarowitz, Member of Parliament, co-chair of the Mexico-Canada Friendship Group, and a proud Mexican-Canadian, underscores the complexities and potential of a relationship.
I'm Julie Zerowitz. I'm the Member of Parliament for Davenport, Mexican-Canadian, and I'm delighted to say a few words to commemorate 80 years of Canada-Mexico diplomatic ties. Mexico is a valued partner and a close ally to Canada. We firmly believe a lot can be accomplished when our governments and our parliamentarians work together across areas of mutual interest, including trade, energy, climate change, economy, security, and cultural exchanges. We have inter-parliamentary dialogue where we have the speakers who often bring along parliamentarians. We have the speakers of both parliamentary houses in Canada meet with the speakers and parliamentarians in both houses in the Mexican Parliament. It's been an absolute pleasure for me to also get a chance to attend the North American Leaders Meeting, or also known as the Three Amigos meeting with Prime Minister Trudeau. I was able to see firsthand the very close relations that have been built between Prime Minister Trudeau and President Lopez Obrador. And I also get a chance to see how much we very much value the support that we provide to each other when we are in need. I want to say huge thanks to Mexico for deploying Mexican firefighters last summer to help with Canada's worst wildfire season. And of course, Canada also supported Mexico following Hurricane Otis in Acapulco that caused much destruction. We always stand ready to support each other in tough circumstances. So, on the occasion of the 80 years of relations between Canada and Mexico, I'm hopeful that we can have even stronger relations between our two countries in a way that not only strengthens our respective economies and societies, but in a way that will serve as a model of friendship, prosperity, and international cooperation for the world. Gracias y felicidades a Canadá y México por sus 80 años de relaciones diplomáticas.
What we have witnessed in all these years is a convergence of talent. Mexicans in Canada and Canadians in Mexico have played a big role in reaching this commemoration under an umbrella of excellence. The best representation of this is embodied by our diverse communities and artists who have brought their creations to both countries. As we commemorate the 80th anniversary of our bilateral relations, we are pleased to unveil the official logo designed by the renowned artist Irma Gutierrez. She will share details about the elements that constitute it and the creative process behind its creation. This distinctive logo will be your companion throughout the celebratory year of commemoration.
Es en la sede oficial de gobierno donde el espíritu que viste a una cultura representándola se concentra erigiéndose como ícono innegable de la identidad de un país. Para la creación del diseño del logotipo de este 80 aniversario de las relaciones diplomáticas México-Canadá, decidí representar la alianza a través de la imagen más conocida del Palacio Nacional de México, Patrimonio de la Humanidad desde 1987 y construido hace más de 500 años, junto al Parlamento canadiense, 200 años más joven, unificándolos en una sola imagen de igualdad, al tiempo que el acuerdo es reforzado a través del movimiento entre ambas banderas, asemejando manos estrechadas. Me inspiré en la emoción de grandiosidad, pertenencia y orgullo que despierta el presenciar ambos edificios, el vacilar de sus banderas reforzándolo con sus respectivos signos. El color rojo oscuro es representativo de la cultura de ambos países, el ocre, la riqueza del México novohispano hasta nuestros días. En Canadá, uno de los colores otoñales como su emblemático árbol y hoja de maple. Soy Irma Gutiérrez, artista ilustradora y diseñadora de logotipos, egresada de la Universidad Iberoamericana Plantel León, alumna de David Herrerías, Arturo Joel y otros grandes maestros que influenciaron mi vida. Quiero agradecer a la Embajada de México en Canadá y al Consulado General de México en Ottawa por permitirme ser parte de esto y dar un poco a mi país de lo mucho que me ha dado. México me ha dado las raíces y Canadá me ha dado las alas.
We begin by revealing the traditional national lottery ticket in Mexico, which, in its draw on February 4th, will feature various images created by Mexican designers to honor our 80 years of diplomatic relations.
Le pido a la licenciada Cristina Planter nos brinde un mensaje.
Es un honor para mí estar aquí en la develación de este billete conmemorativo y me parece una ocasión idónea para aplaudir que la relación entre México y Canadá atraviesa un muy buen momento. Nos encontramos en una nueva etapa de nuestra relación bilateral, la cual representa un momento crucial para aprovechar al máximo el potencial de nuestra asociación.
Me permito pedirle a Shona Hemingway, jefa adjunta de misión y ministra consejera de la Embajada de Canadá en México, nos dé unas palabras.
Es claro que tenemos una excelente relación con México, uno de nuestros socios más importantes en el mundo. Y en este año, como bien dicho Cristina Planter, que vamos a marcar un hito en la relación entre Canadá y México con varias celebraciones en todos los temas, en todas las maneras en que se conecten los pueblos de los dos países, porque por supuesto sabemos todos que las relaciones internacionales se construyen por pueblos, por personas, por ciudadanos en los dos países, y eso es lo que hemos vivido con México a través de estos años. Los gobiernos también tenemos que establecer las plataformas, ¿no?, para profundizar las oportunidades para los pueblos, pero sabemos que hay un enorme cariño entre el pueblo canadiense y el pueblo mexicano.
Es momento de escuchar al embajador de México en Canadá, Carlos Joaquín González.
Agradezco a la Lotería Nacional por brindarnos la oportunidad de conmemorar esta histórica ocasión a través de los billetes de lotería que hoy se develan. Esta relación trasciende la geografía. Es un lazo profundo que une a nuestros países en ámbitos como la inversión extranjera, el comercio, el turismo y el enriquecedor intercambio cultural.
Me permito pedirle al maestro Marco Antonio Mena Rodríguez, director general de Lotería Nacional, nos brinde su mensaje.
En la Lotería Nacional nos sentimos muy felices, muy contentos de poder participar en la conmemoración del 80 aniversario de las relaciones diplomáticas entre nuestros grandes países, México y Canadá. La relación diplomática entre México y Canadá ha sido sumamente relevante en varios aspectos, especialmente en lo económico, político y cultural, pero nuestra cooperación va más allá. Nuestros países han trabajado juntos en diversos foros internacionales y regionales y han promovido temas de interés común como la democracia y los derechos humanos.
A continuación le pido a nuestras autoridades, tanto en México como en Canadá, por favor pasen a sus lugares para poder hacer la develación de este cachito. A la cuenta de 3 podríamos hacer la develación. 1, 2, 3.
As we conclude the first part of this program, let's reflect on the 80 years of friendship, understanding, and collaboration between Mexico and Canada. May the coming years bring even more prosperity, mutual respect, and shared achievements. We invite you to join us and attend the many events that we will be hosting in the coming weeks and months as part of a comprehensive program that we have put together to make everyone a part of this historic celebration. Viva la amistad entre México y Canadá. As we conclude the first part of this program, let's reflect on the 80 years of friendship, understanding, and collaboration between Mexico and Canada. May the coming years bring even more prosperity, mutual respect, and shared achievements. We invite you to join us and attend the many events that we will be hosting in the coming weeks and months as part of a comprehensive program that we have put together to make everyone a part of this historic celebration. Viva la amistad entre México y Canadá.